Ross Metcalf and Ted Hector join us in our 680 CJOB studios. How did you guys get here, by the way?
We're old guys that go very fast. Ted has 6 land speed records under his belt, 5 of them on the 48 Harley 45, and 4 of them still stand.
How did you guys get involved in this to begin with? As kids?
No, we got actually involved in it from a bet. And
as all good things emanate from, yes.
Night, and we'd heard about a guy in Regina that had gone down and set a land speed record. And one thing led to another, and we took up the challenge. And with the first bike was a 1938 Indian.
Right.
And we set a 500, which is actually only about a 3-horsepower motorcycle. We brought it over 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And
that motorcycle's sitting out in the Headley Museum right now.
Yeah, there was quite a few Americans actually after the bike, after we'd done it, and Ross had the good sense to buy it, so keep it in Manitoba.
Keep it in Manitoba rather than throw it on eBay. So, and then shifted over to the 750 45. Ted, Gary, and I all ride Harley Flatheads. And Ted's probably the #1 premier guy, I think, right in the world right now on what to do and tune a Harley 45 engine. And Gary McDonald is the other guy that's the technician.
Richard Cliché, Kathy Kennedy with Ross and Ted, Ross Metcalf, Ted Hector. They are taking their classic Harley Davidson down to the States, to Utah, and they're looking at setting another record.
If you want to see just what these guys are all about, I need to quickly mention this. If you go to YouTube and you type in the world's fastest Harley, what are they going to see, guys? Ted, what are they going to see?
It's a partially streamlined WL with a hand-built frame, and the carbon fiber fairing was actually... part of it was B-20... 27 tip tank, our auxiliary fuel tank from a World War II aircraft, and it was we built it out of aluminum.
And it looks so cool.
Transferred over to carbon fiber by Stevenson Aviation College.
Very, very cool. Again, youtube.com and type in the world's fastest Harley. You guys are off to the Bonneville Salt Flats about the 3rd week of August. Not your first time down there, as we've mentioned. Number of records that you hold already. Is there a favorite record, though? Is there one that stands out in your mind and you go, you know what, we fought so dang hard, and we got it?
I guess probably the first one that we did with the Harley. We had beat but the Harley we went over. There was it was in memory of Bobby Scott. It was set on an Indian, and that's the one we had targeted ourselves together. That was the one that when we did it, all the spectators there were just amazed. They actually lined up as we were coming back, and they were just cheering as we came back to the pits into the impound.
How cool is that, guys?
It was a real mile setter.
So tell us the competition.
Well, Henry Cole is an Englishman, and the Rough Superior is the iconic antique motorcycle. Maybe Vincent comes next, and we're talking, Lawrence of Arabia's Rough sold for £1 million. So I'll put it in perspective. It's probably a $500,000 race bike on a bad day. And this Henry Cole is racing one of these factory bikes, and they came over 30 strong from England, and Jay Leno put them up at his Big Dog Garage in L.A., and they challenged Ted last year for the same 1,000cc record. And guess what? The Manitoba WL Cervicar G motor set another land speed record, and the Rough Superior went home and didn't have it. So we're looking forward to going again this year, and the engine's been, Gary's redone some heads and new cam work, smaller valves. We're looking to push that limit, and we're hoping Mr. Leno and his buddy Henry Cole, that they've had a number of TV shows written about him going and coming, and the boys, the 3 boys from Manitoba are hoping to go there and set a higher record.
So do we need to send out some trash-talking tweets here? Or?
No. We wish, that's the one thing. When you get on the Salt, everybody's on the same plane. The Lone Tools, share water.
We're Canadians.
It's a club. Yeah, we're Canadians. We're nice.
We're humble about those things.
I'll apologize for these records.
Ross and Ted, and thank you so very much for popping in. I'm sure we're going to talk to you, and we'll get you on one of our other shows because you got some great stories to share. as you go and set another record. Thank you so very much for doing this this morning.
Can I just say one last thing very quickly? I want to thank HD Winnipeg and the Antique Motorcycle Club in Manitoba that have stepped up to help us with some of the logistics. So it's we're very much appreciated from them.
That's for sure.
Richard and Kathy, Winnipeg's Morning News on 680 CJOB is produced by Michael Grosvenor.
You're listening to 680 CJOB.
Well, here we are working on the 1948 Harley 45 Racer again, which we never thought we would be doing. But we still want to prove our theory of the smaller valves and higher intake speeds. So this year we're trying to beat 117. And we figure we'll possibly be able to beat that. And maybe go as our 120 is our goal. So if we can break 120 with a Harley 45, that would be, we're close. We need 3 miles an hour. Well, a little less, really. By average, we need about 3. It would be nice to do 125, but that's pretty optimistic. Actually, 130 would even be nice.
Yeah.
But now we're just being stupid.
Seems to me a Thunder Road racing bike should have AMO carburetors.
Well, hey, they're, one thing about them, you can tune them quick, and I got all the jets.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
Now, everybody pisses around with all these other carburetors, but they can never tune them right. Those things are easy to do. They're quick too.
So a perfectly good racing motorcycle that's already got 5 land speed records was completely stripped down since 2:30 this afternoon to completely start all over again. But to go faster.
That's right. Well, here we are at Bonneville. As you can see, it's a tad wet today. It rained last night and the night before. We're just waiting for it to dry up a bit, but apparently we can run. The track looks really good apparently. So, but we're gonna have to drive through about a mile or a couple of miles of salt water to get to it. So we'll see how it goes later on today. Right now we're just lining up. Here's the line. Everybody's waiting to get on the salt.
Unbelievable. I'm driving into an ocean.
There we go.
Wow. Wow.
Putting on a nice wake there.
How am I? Am I fast or slow or I'm just slow? I'm moving, man. I don't want to get stuck.
I see land over there.
Land ho, matey.
Land ho. This is so ridiculous. You might have to drive through a little bit of water.
I would like to introduce introduce the man of the hour, the man of the week, so to speak, Rex Swoboda. Come on up, Rex. Rex is our race director. Outstanding job for us. We have some very important information for you. Again, on behalf of the AMA and the FIM, thank you.
Once again, on behalf of the staff, I'd like to welcome you all here. And as I say every year, and I mean it more every year, because you are here, you have distinguished yourself from your fellow motorcyclists.
Ooh, that shock bite. Look out, Mackie's back in town. The Shark Boy's here. Some of you know him as Ted, but today he's Shark Boy. We're ready to rock and roll. We're on the short course. We're waiting our turn. Come about a mile and a half up from the pre-staging area. We're in the next queue of a half a dozen racers.
So we really got to give her this time because we've only got a mile to get up to speed, eh?
Yeah.
So that's actually good, you know, because before 2.5 miles, a little excessive.
Yeah.
So this is pretty.
You can get up to speed in a mile?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's geared a little taller, but
Yeah.
with
At least you can
with
get
the shark fin on here, I might have to hold it back.
We got our $25 gallon of gas. We don't recommend you fill your car up here.
This thing only gets that's good for before 2 runs.
2 runs?
2 runs on 2.5 gallons.
Yeah.
Figure out you're getting a gallon to the like for 1 run. It's about almost a gallon.
Yeah,
for,
she's
for
just
less than 5 minutes.
It's wide open, right?
Yeah, just double check that out.
Okay, bike number 641, Ted Hector from Manitoba, Canada, went through at 108.599, 108.599. This was a Harley Davidson WL Flathead, a 1948 model.
Rider 2013, 3 miles. He's down
Well,
in 46.
that's it, lad.
That's it?
Yeah. It's
Just
running
can't-
good, but we can't do
get
it
up
in
to
that mile.
Can't get it up to speed, eh?
It's just where you know where it starts to sing, eh?
Yeah.
It takes that long to get it up there, eh?
Yeah.
And it's just that we got what 19 something?
Yeah.
109, 109 something.
Yeah. Oh, well. We haven't done that slow in years, but
No.
that's what it is. Anyway,
They changed the rules, and they changed the rules.
oh, I know, but we can't help that. So
I know.
did the best we could.
Yep.
I don't know what else we could do. There's nothing I can think of. Hey, it's what it is, man.
Yeah, it is. It's the game, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
the
game.
game. We did try changing those ports and that, and it wasn't a good idea. Should have left the big ones.
But we had nowhere else to go, really.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
Yep.
Hey, it's still a respectable speed for a WL 45. You know?
Well, sure, that's the world record at one time.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was the world record, and we beat that. So now we're down back again. Whatever.
Well, it'll stick around 116.934, whatever it is, and stay there.
Yep.
It's not very respectable. Well, there'll be years before anyone will ever beat that on this kind of motorcycle.
Well, that Bruff last year couldn't get to.
It
They got to 101, so we're still way over that. So, and you know, they were bigger. So.
Even this year.
Eh?
Even this year.
Even this year, yeah. So, okay.